Hello friends, welcome to our channel, Military News. Let's see what's happening in the military world. China has warned the US after it flew its spy planes over the South China Sea several times, electronically disguising as a civilian airplane. This is an old trick of the US military to use a transponder code to impersonate civil aircraft of other countries. U.S. surveillance aircraft had been disguising as civilian planes of other countries operating alongside China's coastlines. Between September 8 to 10, a U.S. Air Force spy plane disguised as a Malaysian civilian plane entered the South China Sea and patrolled intensively over the disputed Paracel Islands as well as the sensitive Taiwan Strait and the Yellow Sea near the Chinese coast. Chinese officials stated that U.S. has disguised the identity of its reconnaissance aircraft as civilian planes at least 100 times this year. This above-mentioned practice is egregious, which has severely violated international aviation rules, disrupted the aviation order and safety in relevant airspace, and threatened the security of China and countries in the region. All planes are registered with the Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO) and are recognized by a unique code called a hex code. The code is used for identification if interrogated by an air traffic control radar. In an event of the device is turned off or reconfigured, there is a risk of misidentification or even collision. SCSPI report states that this undoubtedly added up to great risk and uncertainty to international flight safety, which could lead to misjudgment by ground air defense systems and probably bring danger to civilian aircraft, especially those being impersonated. Excuse me guys, please subscribe to our Military News YouTube channel and press bell icon for new video notification. In 1983, a Korean Airlines Flight 007 was shot down by the Soviet Union Air Force, killing all 269 people on board as the plane was mistakenly identified as a U.S. spy plane. The U.S. activity in the South China Seas has massively increased. China and the U.S. have been at loggerheads, with both the sides muscle flexing its military strength in the disputed sea. India and China are aggressively pursuing their lunar ambitions, and both the space powers are set to launch their respective lunar missions, Chandrayaan-3 and Chang'e-5. China could launch the Chang'e-5 lunar mission by the end of 2020. Yu Dingyun, the deputy chief designer of China's lunar exploration program, said the mission is advancing smoothly, and the Chang'e-5 probe will make a soft landing on the moon and get samples back to Earth. Beijing's lunar mission comprises 3 stages: orbiting, landing, and return. The Chang'e-5 probe is envisioned to realize lunar sample collection, takeoff from the moon, rendezvous, and docking on lunar orbit and high-speed re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, marking breakthroughs in China's space program. China is conducting an additional analysis for the research and development of space station and the manned lunar mission, and it prepares to set up an unmanned lunar research station for manned landings on the moon. Indian Space and Research Organisation (ISRO) is gearing up to launch Chandrayaan-3 in 2021. The Chandrayaan-3 was planned after the Chandrayaan-2's lander deviated from its flight path last year, causing a hard landing, after which contact was lost with the rover. With the Chandrayaan-3, ISRO aims to re-attempt the landing of a rover, completing its 3rd lunar exploration mission. The mission would include only the lander and a rover, not an orbiter, unlike the former one. A successful soft landing of the lander on the surface of the moon will make India the 4th country in the world after the Russia, USA, and China to achieve the feat. ISRO is also readying its first manned space mission, Gaganyaan, which is expected to launch in 2 years. Turkey has a major blow, with claims of the Russian-built lethal S-400 air defense systems being defective. Turkey and Greece has dispute over the East Mediterranean, which include the overlapping claims over hydrocarbon resources in the region. Turkey received the first batch of the advanced defense missiles in July, after purchasing them last year, despite U.S. warnings and threats, which ultimately led Washington to remove it from its F-35 program, in which Turkey was a manufacturer and buyer. Turkish army has identified problems in the S-400s, which they have not been able to resolve for the last 6 months. That is the reason why the S-400 missiles procured from Russia have not yet been put into operational use. Excuse me guys, please subscribe to our Military News YouTube channel and press bell icon for new video notification. Russian analysts believe that the Turkish army doesn't possess the expertise or the knowledge to put the Russian missiles on alert. This can be sorted with the intervention and supervision of Russian technicians. Military experts are also of the opinion that reports of the S-400s being defective might be just a bluff, with Turkey choosing to not engage the systems amidst fears of US imposing sanctions on them. Considered to be the most advanced of its kind, S-400 surface-to-air missiles are the most modern long and medium-range surface-to-air missile system, intricately designed to detect and destroy aircraft and cruise and ballistic missiles, while also possessing the strength to eliminate ground-based installations. First entering Russian service in 2007, the missile systems can engage targets at a range of up to 400 kilometers, up to 6 times the speed of sound, at heights of up to 30 kilometers. The S-400s can also launch 40N6 missiles, which is long-range, hypersonic, surface-to-air missiles to engage low maneuverable aerodynamic targets. 2 Pakistan Army soldiers were killed on Saturday in a clash with suspected militants near the country's northwestern border with neighboring Afghanistan. The attack is one of the ambushes on security forces following the kick-start of rare direct talks between the Taliban and Kabul government in Qatar's capital Doha last week took place near Miranshah, the capital of the restive North Waziristan tribal region. Pakistani security forces conducted an intelligence-based operation in Spalga, Miranshah. During the exchange of fire, resulting death of 2 Pakistani soldiers. This might be revenge attack for killing of a key militant commander, Ihsan Ullah, along with his 3 accomplices in North Waziristan on July 13. North Waziristan, once known as the heartland of militancy, is one of 7 former semi-autonomous tribal regions in Pakistan where the army has conducted a series of operations since 2014 to eliminate Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Successive operations have pushed the TTP towards neighboring Afghanistan, and Islamabad claims the terrorist network has now set up bases across the border to attack Pakistani security forces. The military operations also displaced over 1 million people, but the government claims most of them have returned to their homes. In 2018, the tribal agencies were given the status of districts and merged with the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. Thank you friends for watching my video. Please hit like button, subscribe our channel to get the latest uploaded videos.